And a good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to X Golf, 80 Kunkel Drive in Easton. It's time for the Corner Kick. Alex and JJ with you. How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing well. It's been a busy month, so it's great to be back.
Yeah, it really has been. I mean, gosh, you've had fundraiser after fundraiser. It's been networking event after networking event. I feel like I need a break from networking.
Yeah, it's nice when you have this extra week in the month like we have now.
Yeah.
Because nothing really goes on when you have that extra. So quiet week this week, but come next week, it's time to get back at it.
Oh, I'm looking forward to it, though. It's always fun. And it's nice to bring the show back after international break.
Yeah.
Bobby and I did the show going into the break, and it was a good show. But he and I both said, like, it just lacks the buzz, especially with this wild World Cup thing now. It's like we're not even near the end, right? Because, well, there's the third round, the fourth round, the playoff round, and then the playoff round from the playoff round, and then we have the Confederation playoffs. You're sitting there going, we're still 6 months from knowing who's going to. They're going to draw the World Cup and not know who's in it.
Yeah, I mean, England qualified. They're the first European side. None of the others have made it yet, so you got to wait till November. A lot of the African sides got through.
That
so
was
we
fun
know
to
we know
watch.
most of those now, except for their playoff sides. So November is the time because that's when the majority of the field will be set, except for playoff.
What are you
And then
doing
it goes
on
into
November
that.
18th, by the way?
It's a Tuesday, right?
Yes.
Oh, let me check the old calendar here.
I mean, this probably should be for the free-for-all, but I'm leading off with it, and then we'll go to England.
I have a lunch that day.
That's all.
So far.
Would you like to meet me in Newark?
Oh, boy. Why? Who's playing that day?
Ecuador and New Zealand
Oh, dear.
at Sports Illustrated Stadium. Excuse me. I can't say the old name anymore. Red Bull Arena.
Oh, I didn't even know they had a
Yeah,
new
they
name.
renamed it, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Ecuador, New Zealand. This could be my only chance to see New Zealand, and I missed Auckland City because they jacked up the ticket prices. Here I thought I'd go to Cincinnati for like $50 and see my dream team one time, but no, now I'm actually going to have to get on a plane. Well, no, they'll have the Club World Cup here again in 4 years. It'll be fine.
Yeah. And they'll be in it.
They'll be in
They'll
it.
be in it.
They'll be in it. I mean, it's actually it's almost a foregone conclusion that they'll be in it. But yeah, if you want to go, let me know.
We'll have to see.
Coach will probably want to go. We'll go Casa de Paco, Deportivo La Coruña people.
Are you actually going to the match?
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I'm not doing that.
No, I'm going to go to the match because it could be the one time I get to see New Zealand.
Yeah. I'll stay at Casa de Paco or whatever.
All right. We'll leave you with Mario at Portugalia.
Yeah.
You
I
can catch up with
just
later.
need something like that. I need to go see bad soccer at Red Bull Arena. There's enough in
It'll
there.
be better than
There's-
what the
there's
league
enough in
is.
there every week.
Oh, my God. This is the one chance that you could get to see Chris Wood in person.
Is it a friendly?
It's a friendly.
It's not even a playoff game?
No, they're both in the World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
You good?
Yeah. I'll hang out in Newark maybe.
Well, we could just do that instead.
Yeah.
I'll go watch the first half and find you.
Yeah.
When they hook Wood at halftime, I'll be like, all right, I saw the Premier League player. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into it.
Yeah.
The big news of the week, Sheffield Wednesday placed into administration. We talked about it the first show back that they were in trouble. Depon Chansiri has failed to pay his players and staff on time 5 of the last 7 months. And they are over $1 million in arrears in tax. 12-point deduction immediately going into administration. It basically sends them to League One.
They were on their way anyway without being able to bring players in the summer, but this just sealed it.
And, the fans, they've now asked them, please kind of flock to support us and keep this thing going. Chansiri, he's made a mockery of one of the oldest clubs in the Football League and in England. I think this is on a personal opinion level. It's really shameful the way that this went down. He had people who were potential buyers that were interested in the club and gave them this asinine number of $100 million. It doesn't work that way.
Yeah.
And now he's going to have to sell the club for pennies on a dollar, and he's going to try not to. And they're going to basically from what I read, the government's basically got positioning where they could just take it from him.
Well, basically, the administrators sell it. Chansiri's done.
Yeah.
He's out. He's, for all intents and purposes, no longer the owner. He's turned it over to the administrators, and they will conduct the sale of the club. So this is where you hope that these people in Sheffield, these supporters of this club, you hope they get the owners that a club like this deserves. They've been in the lower reaches, for many a year. I remember watching them in the Premier League in the late 90s, but once they got relegated, they never came back. They've been in League One before. Then they were bought by Ken Bates back in the day after he sold Chelsea, and they've always been in financial difficulties, and it's hard to figure out why. But in one of those bits that you talk about, people weren't going to the ground anymore to watch, but they weren't getting anything. The day after they were put into administration, supporters spent £250,000 in the club shop.
They knew what they were doing.
Excuse me.
Because they're tight.
Because they didn't want Chansiri to get a dime of their money or a pence of their money.
Absolutely. I wouldn't want him to get a pence either.
So with
or quid or anything else.
Yeah, so with him being out, now the administrators will go through the process of, the buyers will come to them and see where this goes. It's gonna be interesting because I think they're going to fetch some decent interest. You just hope that they pick the right interest.
Sky reporting this afternoon that there's already 4 or 5 interested parties.
I think everybody Chansiri chased away is just, if they didn't buy somebody else, they're just waiting.
Yeah.
So now that period's over, and now everybody will go through the process. I think they'll probably have buyers before the end of the year.
I would have to imagine so.
They're not going to wind them up because there's too much interest there. It's not like they're searching and searching and searching and nobody wants to buy this club. It's just how is this club for 20 years plus? How are they always in financial difficulties?
Mismanagement. That's all it is. It's off-field mismanagement. And Chansiri's had them for quite some time now.
Mm-hmm. But it goes back
it's before
him. And it's like, how could nobody get their arms around it? How can you have that many bad owner after bad owner after bad owner who can't figure out how to make a few pounds? And that's what's been their plight. And I know they have that big ground. It definitely needs upgrades. But, all in all, it's they get good support. The ground seats 40,000. It's just they're just a division and soon to be 2 divisions below where they should be. One of those fallen giants, except they haven't gotten back up yet.
The looming relegation, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's not the worst thing in the world. Sometimes it helps a club make the rebound they need.
Mm-hmm.
With a new owner, you're going to go down.
Mm-hmm.
It's a chance to reset on and off the pitch.
Mm-hmm.
Going down, there's going to have to be a right sizing of the budget as far as the roster is concerned.
Yeah.
Certain players won't want to drop, though, they're a League One team anyway, as it is right now.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to jettison wage. It's a chance to bring in some new players, some younger players. It'll be players out of League One and League Two, most likely, maybe some championship drop-downs. You can get the budget in order. Then you get the house in order off the pitch. And then you could start that march back up the pyramid.
Yeah. The question is, with the threadbare squad they have, do they have players that are good enough division below? Because they're all going to have at that level with where Wednesday's been for years, everybody's going to have the relegation clause, so their wages will get chopped in half anyway. You figure that any of the couple good ones will stay. But you look at somebody like a Barry Bannon, I see him going with them, taking the reduction in wages and playing. He reminds me of Del Piero at Juventus when they got forced into Serie B.
He stayed around.
He stayed. I see that with Barry Bannon. it just the reset will help. They can get players in for the division they're in. They're good enough, and depending on how they can put money into the club, you'd say so, but they could also do a little bit of a Wrexham, where you can go and get some players in who are the top end of the division, or maybe championship players who want to come down. They'll get a decent wage. They'll play week in, week out. They'll get promotion, and then, they go back up, and, it looks good. So it'll be interesting to see what direction the new ownership wants to take them. But when they come in, they basically know they're getting a League One club that they're buying in a division high. And it's going to be down there next year unless, something magical happens, and they can overcome what's a 16-point deficit to safety right now.
That would be a Herculean
Especially
effort.
Since they've only won once and drawn 3, I think, out of 12 or 13 matches so far?
And I don't see that happening.
No, but... Yeah, it's get the house in order, get the feel-good factor. The supporters will come. I mean, the place was absolutely rocking this past weekend.
That's not the problem, though.
Well, with Chancery, nobody was going. It was like, no, he's not getting any money from anything.
But
now they're back.
There's reasoning for that.
So now they're in the club shop again. Now they're coming to the ground. They're buying the ticket, which means they're buying the pie. They're buying the pints at halftime. Now the money's going to be coming into the club for the remainder of the year. I don't know if the transfer embargo will lift in January. If they do, maybe they make a run for a couple players and try and stay up, depending on how far behind they are. Maybe they suck it up and say, listen, we are consolidating. Just stay with us. Keep coming out. You saw the support has always been there.
Right.
They were just driven away to the point where their hatred, and people don't use the word hate, they had a hatred for Chancery. And now that he's gone, their love for the club has come back 100-fold.
Well, I think it was you that sent me the big board in the stadium.
Oh, the reloading.
Yes.
Yeah, that was amazing. You can definitely find it on X. It's probably on Twitter. So the club goes in administration. Chancery's out. The players come out with a message to the supporters: stay with us through all of this. We need you to make sure this club keeps going. The manager came out: stay with us. We know it's a tough go, but we're still going to give it a go to stay up. And then you get into the ground, and the marketing team had some fun, and they did a thing where they loaded the program to delete Chancery, and it ran, and he was successfully deleted. And then it was like administrators, put in the reboot, and then they had the line going across like it was, it was uploading.
The old computer,
Yeah, reboot successful. So now they're going through this whole process. I mean, it really is a new beginning for the club, and it can be one of those. They could still be in between League One and the Championship in 5-10 years, or we could see something special, and maybe within 5 years we're sitting here going, Sheffield Wednesday have one promotion back to the Premier League.
Yeah.
What was it, 2 seasons ago they lost playoff final?
They did. They lost playoff final, yeah.
And that was it. And you've seen that before happen to Leeds. Got to the playoff final, lost. All of a sudden they're in League One. Villa were very close to that. They were very close to this situation. They lost the playoff final to Fulham, and then it came out that Tony G had no money. They were 24 hours away from administration. I'm reading the book on it, and it was amazing how close it came. And by chance, Sawiris and oh gosh, now I'm drawing a blank here, and I shouldn't be doing this on my club. The guy who owns the Milwaukee Bucks, they met at a billionaires networking event.
I wonder what those are even like.
Yeah,
like
Wes Edens.
what is a billionaire's version of Valley Networking 360?
Yeah. Sorry, it was Wes Edens. So yeah, I mean, where was this had? What were they eating and drinking? Because they're not getting the
chicken wings and pint,
and the $7.99 Cabernet bottle that they're being charged $10 a glass for. But yeah, it was like a networking event for billionaires, and I guess they talk about business stuff, and that's where they apparently connected, and sport was a thing. And
It's like, I want to buy a soccer team. You want to
Yeah.
buy a soccer team. Let's buy Aston Villa.
That's kind of what Sheffield Wednesday is right now. What billionaires are right now at a cocktail party being introduced and be like, yes, I would like to put money into football, and let's look at England. Oh, look, Sheffield Wednesday's in administration. It's only going to cost us $10 million. And we have $30 billion between the two of us.
I think we're going to be all right. Yeah,
I've been
it's like-
sitting here going, if I would have won the last Powerball and gotten after tax $1.5 billion, maybe I would be at one of those cocktail parties and I could be buying Sheffield Wednesday with somebody.
No, there's another club that we need you to invest in instead.
There are several.
There's a local one. Let's keep moving here. We talked about Sheffield Wednesday. Another club that's in dire straits right now is West Ham.
Oh, West Ham.
Performance on the pitch has just been awful.
We talked about
Leeds
them.
beat them. Aronson scored.
We talked about them on the first show in that relegation discussion. And boy, are they living up to it. Them and Wolves, man, they are just flying high in terms of, we talked to they could go down. And, man, they're doing everything they can to go down.
Making us look good, that's all.
I know they are. It's unbelievable.
Has West Ham still shipped the most goals this season off of corner kicks?
I think it's a run of 6 or 7 straight matches now.
This is great.
They've given up the most goals in the division at 20, one more than Wolves at 19. And Wolves played, 3-2? Yesterday they lost to Burnley. I mean, it's just unreal how bad West Ham is. And it's funny because Tom Rennie from Sirius, he's a West Ham guy, and he was going nuts on Potter, and he kept putting Nuno. And I'm on the verge of sending the message back going, when you were typing Nuno, were you misspelling Sean Dyche? Because he was available.
Yeah.
And you're in a relegation battle. Just listening to him and seeing some of the things from West Ham, the lineups he selected the last 2 matches, people are dumbfounded. He's putting players in the lineup who are League 1 quality, League 2 quality. He switched the right and left backs. He switched sides. That's like taking your second and third baseman and just switching them. Or your right and left fielder in baseball and just switching them.
Right.
Or your 2 tackles. If you're a football person, take your right tackle, left tackle, and just flip them. They have no idea what they're doing on the opposite side. Everything's reversed.
Correct.
That's what he's doing. He's putting the two of the slowest players in the side in the center of midfield. They're just getting run past. Aronson had that fantastic run, and he wound up hitting the bar on his shot. He shook one player off, ran right past the both of them. Paquetà's a false 9. Meanwhile, they signed Callum Wilson on a free, and he comes off the bench. He's the only, I think, recognized striker because I think Fulkrug is injured again.
He's injured again, yeah. Yeah, but it's their worst start in 50 years.
It's going to get worse. They're 4 points from 9 matches. They have to get 30 points, 32 points from the remaining 28. Or is 28, 29?
Yeah.
From the remaining 20. I don't think they got it in them.
No, I don't think that's in them.
I mean,
You're averaging a point a game here, and you still have to play all these big clubs through the season. You haven't even cleared them all once yet.
Yeah, Newcastle at home, Burnley at home in a relegation 6-pointer. Then you have the international break. They go to Bournemouth. They're home to Liverpool. And then they go to United, who are magically in the top 5.
It's not a good look for West Ham.
Oh, sorry, top 6 for United.
United.
I don't see them recovering now. They're saying there's going to be money available in January. They're saying they're not going to sack Nuno. They're going to give him money in January. But if he keeps putting these lineups out,
Will he make it to January?
they don't want to sack his second manager because it means you messed it up. Well, guess who did that already? Forrest.
Forrest already did that. Yeah, I mean,
know.
and what was it, 1 week? Couple weeks? What, 3 weeks?
6 or 7 matches.
Yeah.
He got the international break, and then they fired him the first match. The match, they lose, and he's fired 19 minutes later, and you're going, why didn't you just do it before the international break? Because you knew how this match was going to end. You know, you brought...
The extra 2 weeks didn't make a difference.
No, you brought somebody in who was going to take players who can't play his system and continue to play his system. Nobody knows what Nuno's doing. But
Well,
here's my question.
Are you going to give Nuno enough money to get 9 Portuguese guys? Because that's what he needs to work.
I would have him out...
Thanksgiving?
No. I'd have him out after the Burnley match. You got 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Give him 2 matches. If he keeps doing this, it means he just wants a payout again. But I'm going to ask this question. When was the last time he was successful as a manager?
Not long ago. He was a manager of Forest.
He saved them from relegation,
Yeah.
had one good season. And then what happened?
Fell apart.
This past summer, he complained about everything. He tried to get fired.
Yeah.
And he got fired.
And he got fired.
Before that, he's in the Middle East.
Yeah.
Got sacked. Before that, where was he? Tottenham. Got sacked.
Yeah.
Before that, where was he?
Wolves.
Wolves. Brought him up, kept him up, left by mutual consent. But they were already starting because they had the
slide, yeah.
Europeans. So the slide was starting. So he's not a locked-in manager wherever he goes. Like, you get Sean Dyche, you know he's going to come in, he's going to tighten it up in the back, and you're going to concede less goals, but you better be able to win 1-0 or 2-1.
But I think with a manager like Dyche, he knows what his job is. He's one of those relegation specialist type coaches, and
Yeah.
we're going to come in and it's going to be really ugly football, but we're going to try to survive the season. I think you look at what Hamburger did for a handful of years in Germany, where it was this every January we're going to buy some center back from some obscure nation. Like, they were good players. It's like, oh, we bought the starting center back for Albania. Then it was the Greek guy. Then it was eventually that runs out. But they were able to do it 5 or 6 years in a row and not fall. And that's the kind of guy Dyche is.
Yeah.
He's going to. He may not even make a signing, but it's like we're going to pack it in. We're going to put 10 bodies behind the ball. Score on us.
And Marinakis realized his mistake, and he knows he's in a relegation battle because he's got Europe, and he does not have a squad built for it. They're not deep enough. The players aren't good enough, so he knows they got to get to January and be with it, just out of the zone or within touching distance, so they're not too far back. That way, when they're done in Europe, which he's probably at this point going, just let it be the league phase and be done with it.
Oh, you're still talking January for that.
Yeah, but you get those extra 2.
The extra 2, yeah.
But at that point, you kind of know, okay, play the kids, get them experience, and we're focusing on the league to stay up. I don't know who at West Ham thought they have a good squad.
Terrible squad.
It's a bad squad. There's no balance. Their center backs are terrible, most of them. I think they have one decent one. Their goalkeepers, they brought in a goalkeeper for what, 40 million?
It's like 40 million.
And he's the backup because he's that bad. So they brought in a 40 million pound backup goalkeeper.
Well, it's a scouting department problem. They're a mess across the whole roster.
Yeah.
They're nowhere near good enough.
Yeah. So this is going to get real interesting real quick there. The supporters are protesting against ownership. That's not going to help anything. The stadium is a zombie town. The London Stadium. What a disaster that is.
It's a sterile environment compared to the Boleyn. And
yeah. So I don't see good things on the horizon, and I don't see it getting better because let me check Newcastle quick. They have a midweek match against Tottenham at home, and then they go to East London. They go to East London to play West Ham. Love that.
Gotta love it. While we're on the UK,
Yeah,
did you see any of Hearts and Celtic?
I did. I watched almost the whole match.
So did I.
Hearts
crushed them.
They were almost the club of the week for me. I almost went to a match there. I have a scarf. I got it
Okay.
outside the ground.
Were you off by a day or something?
No, I was on a high school trip, and I wanted to go, and it was like, yeah, we'll get you and a couple people. Then 3/4 of the trip wanted to go, and we couldn't get 40 tickets.
40 tickets, yeah.
And then they're like, we'll just take him. And by then it was too late. So
Yeah.
I was disappointed. And they were playing Rangers, and they beat them, too.
mean-
That made it even worse.
Hearts looks good. I mean, they've got 8 points clear on Celtic right now.
Yeah. And we always joke, and we made the joke here. When the last few years, when Rangers have dropped points on the first, second weekend, and Celtic had jumped ahead, and we said Celtic won the title. We did it this year because we did not anticipate Hearts doing this. Can they sustain it? That's the question. I hope they do. Scotland needs a champion that is not from Glasgow.
Yeah.
They need it desperately.
I mean, it's been since the 80s, I think.
It was at 84 Aberdeen.
Was the last time
last time.
that wasn't Celtic or Rangers.
Yeah. They've won every title for, 40 years? It's brutal. It's terrible. Rangers aren't going to mount a challenge. They stink. They're awful.
So it's all on Hearts to hold
It's
off
all
Celtic.
on Hearts. And I'll tell you this, if they can get to Christmas and, through Christmas period, and they're still top of the table, man, is it going to be game on. But you have that weird thing in Scotland
We
when
play
you
3
have the
times.
split.
Yeah.
And then they'll play the top teams, which means they'll get the 4th match with
Yeah.
Celtic. They'll probably get Hibs if they stay up there. That's the Edinburgh Derby.
Yep.
Rangers
Rangers will be in
Rangers
there.
may break in. We don't know.
I mean, they're bad.
They are.
They're
They
bad
are.
this
They're-
year.
They're getting hammered every which way. They finally won a match. Well, they win and they're up to 5th. I mean, that's how fast it is. So yeah, they'll be up there. But it's gonna be
I
interesting.
mean, Hearts got 2 goals in 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Right out of halftime. Kizarides had a great goal. That sent the place off. And
Yeah.
then when they won the penalty kick, it was like I was screaming at the TV too. Like,
Oh,
with Shanklin
yeah.
steps, I'm like, bury that.
Yeah, I mean the Edinburgh side, Tynecastle, and then Heart of Midlothian,
It's a great team name.
Heart of Midlothian, and it's, of course they're a little digging on them, but we'll save them for another time, so our listeners and our viewing
They've got a
audience
great
can
nickname
learn about
too.
it.
Did you look up the nickname?
Oh, it's begins with a J.
The Jam
The
Tarts.
Jam Tarts. I was like the Jambos, Jams, something.
Yeah.
The Jam Tarts. Yeah, and what I kind of learned, and this is all I give, is you see Celtic and Rangers, and that's the Catholic Protestant divine. It is not so in Edinburgh.
No.
A lot of people think it is.
It's not.
It's
Yeah.
not.
With them and Hibs.
Hibs are by the Leith. They're a certain area of the city, and Hearts make up most of the rest. But it's both clubs, they're just everybody depending on the neighborhood. So there's not like you see in some cities, this is the working class team and this is the
wealthy,
rich team.
yeah.
That doesn't exist. It's a bunch of everybody, just depends on where you live.
Yep.
And it's an amazing thing. And
And you have to believe.
break the monopoly.
Well, that's it. You have to believe that in Edinburgh right now. Even if you're a Hibernian supporter, there's a little piece of you that's like,
Not yet, but possibly
if you-
later in the
if you
season.
hit like March,
It's going to be interesting.
if you're
to
a
see
Hibs
what
fan,
it's
you have to be like, finish the job. Like, get these guys.
You don't know because it's more of like a friendly
Yeah.
derby, not the hatred.
Like
So
Celtic and Rangers
You don't
is, yeah.
know. I mean, could Hearts be going to Easter Road in the end of April
to try to win the thing.
and
Yeah.
it's a different atmosphere?
Yeah.
Or are Hibs going to Tynecastle and the away supporters are a little different? Like that time
I was at a
Portsmouth-
match like that once.
It's like the time Portsmouth were at the Hawthorns on the last day of the season, West Brom, trying to do the Great Escape. Bottom at Christmas, final day, 4 teams can go down, and Portsmouth and Southampton were in the mix.
Yes, they were,
Portsmouth
yeah.
were safe.
Yeah.
And Portsmouth supporters were supporting West Brom because they wanted Southampton to go down.
go down, yeah.
And they were losing. And it was like, and they did not want their side to win.
2012. I'm in Poland. Last day of the season. Śląsk Wrocław, Legia Warsaw tied for the title. Or no, they were up. Śląsk was up by 1 point. It was going to come down to the final day. Śląsk is at Wisła Kraków.
Okay.
I am at the game.
Uh-huh.
And
You're all supporting.
their hooligans had some type of like cooperation thing going on at the time.
Yeah.
So I mean, there's 40,000 people in this stadium. Green and red didn't matter.
Yeah.
They're all rooting for Wrocław to get a goal.
Yeah.
I mean, and this match is going, and it's halftime, and it's nothing. And it's like 50, 55, and finally they got one.
Yeah.
The whole place went nuts because the Wisła fans didn't want Legia to
Yeah.
win the title.
Yeah.
And it's like 70 minutes, and the place just starts getting louder and louder.
Did he
And
start
they're-
just passing the ball around the back?
You want to talk? I'm not going to say that they threw the match. The lineup that Wisła Kraków rolled out that day, they started a 20-year-old center back, Radoslav Sobolewski, who is their like all do everything defensive midfielder, Polish national team, all this. Played in center back next to him. They started their left winger at striker.
Was Nuno the manager?
He might have been. I'm serious. Like they're playing Kirm up front, and like Ivica Iliev, the right winger, is playing defensive midfield. It's like they did everything they could without just letting them walk the ball into the
Or
net.
without kicking, constantly scoring own goals?
Own goals. Well, here's what happens. You get later in the match. There's a cross swung in off a corner kick, and the kid that's playing center back like must have not got the memo. And he goes up for a header, and the header pings off the crossbar. And this is in like the 88th minute. And like I'm sitting there, I'm like, if he scored that, they would have had to like let them score a goal.
Well, you got to make it look good.
And Śląsk ends up winning the match 1-0 and winning the title. And they started their third string goalkeeper. Like it was wild. But like
So
I was at a match like that, and it was great.
is it them?
That was, it was 11-12. So Śląsk Wrocław won the title, and then Legia ended up laying an egg on the last day. So Chorzów finished second, and Legia finished third.
But that's the club you're talking about.
Yes,
How do you see that?
Śląsk Wrocław.
Where are you getting these extra letters?
So the S with the mark is sh,
Uh-huh.
the L,
Uh-huh.
and then the A with the accent mark underneath it is
Yeah.
on.
Uh-huh.
So it's Śląsk
Uh-huh.
Wroc, W-R-O-C is Wroc.
Uh-huh.
And then the L with the line is a W.
Oh, dearie me.
So it's Śląsk Wrocław. We should put that up on the screen for everyone with all the accent marks.
I've been calling them Slask work roll call.
and then you've got Janusz Michalik's team right there in second place.
Ruch Chorzo.
Not bad.
Chorzał,
So,
actually. I would
Ruch
know. Yeah?
Chorzów. The R is not there. Ruch Chorzów.
Wow. Because the W's are V's.
Correct.
That's right.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Oh.
I was at the match when they won the title.
We've got a segment for future. Can James pronounce the Polish team?
I'm going to do it with all of Eastern Europe. This is going to be great. Next week, I'm going to bring you a team from Tajikistan, and we're going to see if you can do it.
And you can put it up on the screen.
You know what we're going to do?
And I
We're going to
can
start that tonight. In the commercial break, I'm going to pick a team from Eastern Europe, and we're going to see if you can pronounce it.
This one didn't count?
No, I'm giving you a better one. Oh, this is going to be fun. Join us every week, and then we're going to get it sponsored by, we should get it sponsored by, Duolingo.
Oh, that would
The
be
Duolingo
fantastic.
pronunciation of the week. Oh, my goodness.
Or we can just get the Polish deli down Bethlehem.
Yeah?
Mmm.
But then we can only do the Polish teams.
No, they're for everybody.
They're for everybody?
It's their segment.
So I
though.
could bring you a Lithuanian team.
Yeah, bring it wherever you want. We'll have some fun with this.
Oh, we should see if you can do my club of the week tonight. That'll be the one.
Okay. Well, okay. That's how we'll start.
We'll start it with that.
Club of the week. Mine, secret as always, and it is a doozy. I'm excited. I'm excited for this one.
You picked the Portland Phoenix?
Dude,
You weren't there that night, were you? You didn't take the trip with Sonic to Portland, did you?
No, I did not.
That was a great one. We had
No.
a really good time. Two more things I want to talk about here in
All
England
right.
because we do like the news bit, right? I
Yeah.
like the news better than the match recaps.
Yeah, because they're all the same. You want that, you can listen to the rundown or the
Talk Sport or
breakdown.
Rundown,
on,
yeah.
Yeah, Sirius, because they do a great job because they watch all the matches.
Yeah.
You know, I watched a couple here and there.
I'm too busy watching games from all over the continent.
Yeah, so.
The
What we got?
distance derby was played this weekend.
Okay.
So Truro traveled to Gateshead.
How is that one pronounced? Is it Gateshead or Gateshead?
I believe it's Gateshead.
Gateshead. They got like a bridge on their
Yes.
badge.
It is 914 miles, which in the United States is nothing because you fly from New York to L.A. and whatever. But
914 miles. It's like here to Hartford.
yeah. But in England, it is longer than a trip from London to Paris and back. It was 12 hours on a bus. It is just about the longest trip possible in English football at the professional or that top couple
Because
divisions. Carlisle's in there too, but it's closer. It's 868 miles. I looked it up.
But Carlisle, if they have to go, I think, to Dover, I
Would
think
be
that's longer.
Yes. Truro's in southwest England.
Uh-huh.
Their closest away match in the league, in the National League this year, is Yeovil Town, which is 3 hours. Wow. So
And they're busing everything.
Truro is owned by a very aggressive Ontario, Toronto-based consortium, and they are the only professional club in Cornwall.
Now, is that what they used to call Cornwallum? Right?
I believe so. And this area, Truro, Cornwall, this harkens back to an England that doesn't exist anymore.
Oh,
Socially, culturally, demographically, politically, southwestern England is this rugged place along the coast.
Yes. Yeah. If you watch The Last Kingdom on Netflix, that's
That's where it's
it.
based. Yeah,
That was probably, if it wasn't Cornwall, it would have been a part of Wessex, which the Danes had surrounded and couldn't take. And then Alfred the Great retook the entire country, and that's how England formed.
it's too bad we don't live in England.
It's probably a good thing.
It's probably a good thing we don't live in England.
Well,
yeah.
if I get that billion from Powerball, we're going.
We'll start our own YouTube channel.
Yeah, we're just gonna go around all the football grounds in England.
That'll be great. I don't want to go to the Premier League. I want to go to the non-league.
Well, you got to do everything.
We'll go here and
Gotta
there.
Do everything.
Hit Villa on a European night.
Gotta go.
And then we could go to some obscure 8th division side at the weekend.
Yeah, go to Solihull Moors. Right next door.
Give me some Solihull Moors. Yeah.
Go to Newcastle. Find who's just outside. Or the whatever the tiny club is, or just outside the city.
Ebbsfleet Town.
Ebbsfleet.
Give me some Ebbsfleet.
Used to be Gravesend.
Gravesend.
That's who they used to be.
They used to be Gravesend. Yeah. Boston United.
See the other Boston.
That's right. Another club that I would like to see when we hit the billions and we're over there
Yep.
is Dagenham and Redbridge.
Oh, you love your Dags.
I love the
You like
Daggers.
Dags?
I do. The Daggers are great. I'm a big fan of the Daggers.
The Dags are on hard times.
Oh, yes, they are.
Dusty Rhodes hard times.
They really are. Once the highest profile signing in English football history playing for them, Andy Carroll. 36 years old, and they're in the National League. They're in the National League South, to be exact. And they are potentially in relegation danger. They did win at the weekend.
Yeah, I think they're just outside the relegation zone.
Carroll was sent off on his debut after he joined from Bordeaux, who was in the French tier, after having a calamity of on- and off-field errors.
Yeah, they got dropped to amateur
Yeah.
status. I don't think they're back yet.
I mean, Carroll was once the golden hope of English footy.
Yeah.
And he now carries this London side that goes back to 1881. They can trace their lineage on his shoulders to try to maintain relevance.
Yeah.
They're not alone in the National League South. Dover Athletic down there, after having a calamity of financial errors off the pitch, made a mockery of the competition in the National League.
That was COVID year.
That was the COVID year.
season.
And Torquay United, another former Football League side.
Torquay United lost in the semifinal to Boreham Wood, 1-0 last year.
Yes.
It's the National League North and South are very difficult to get out of because you only you have the automatic promotion slot and then it's the playoffs. And it reminds me like the Serie B playoffs. You have the 3 divisions. It just never ends. It's very difficult to go through the playoffs to get out
Once
of
you
there.
fall out of the National League, money gets very tight.
Yeah. Yep. And Torquay, that's an old name from the Football League. I remember from many years ago when I was a kid.
Championship real quick.
Yep.
And then we'll take a break.
Yeah.
Coventry, Haji Wright, 6 on the trot and sit top of the table.
Yep, Haji's been a little bit of, I'm not going to say a bit part player, but he hasn't scored in a couple matches, but Frank Lampard loves him. He plays, he's effective. He's just not scoring the goals right now.
Which is okay, though. He's on the pitch.
Yeah, that's it.
He's getting the minutes. The goals will come. They came at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
They will return again.
Yep.
There might be another dip somewhere, but as long as he's playing well in April and May, that's what matters.
Yeah, great to see Coventry up there. I don't like the ground, but hey, love to see him back in the Premier League.
How about Millwall? I got to watch a little of Millwall here play, beat Leicester to go into the top 3. They're making a little bit of a push there. That's another gritty London club.
Yeah, gritty. I mean, that's the Isle of the Dogs there where they are. And that is a place, and that's where Millwall is. And, I mean, they would love nothing better than to be getting promoted while West Ham are getting relegated. But if those two wind up in the same division, man, get the brass knucks out and put the kids to bed early. Lock the doors and
those Millwall fans
board up the windows.
Millwall fans are rough and tumble. Still,
it's the old story when Case Keller played there. His wife was in the stands for the match, and a couple of the supporters recognized her and said, "Mrs. Keller, we need to take you out of here now. There's going to be trouble. You need to leave." And they escorted her out to a cab and sent her home. And the way the story goes is they ran back in to join the fight.
Of course they did, right? Because that's Millwall, yeah.
Did it happen? Definitely the escorting out part.
Did they go back in?
That's the stuff that
the steward is looking the other way. He's waving the cab off.
That's the stuff of legend, but that's kind of how it goes.
Josh Sargent's Norwich in the relegation zone. What does this potentially mean for him?
Nothing. As long as he's playing, doesn't
matter.
What it's probably going to mean is a new manager at some point, but he's one of the best players in the side. They've had a torrid run of form. They started out so well.
Haven't they lost 5 on the trot?
6 on the trot, 7 out of their last 8, winless in 9, if I'm counting correctly.
Brutal.
2 draws.
Brutal.
Their last win was away to Blackburn in August. They have not won since August 30th.
Not good.
They drew Coventry. Remember, we were talking about both Haji and Josh playing. And since then, lost to Wrexham, drew Stoke, and losses to West Brom, Ipswich Town, Bristol City, Derby County, which is a bad one, and Swansea at the weekend. They've got Hull at home, relegation 6-pointer. They've got Sheffield Wednesday away midweek, and then home to Leicester, who are struggling a little bit before the break, and then it's away to Birmingham City.
You could potentially turn 12. You could do it because you have 2 relegation 6-pointers in a row, right? Hull and...
Well, I can't say that. I'm mistaken. Hull is actually, they've gone on a tear. They're up to 8th.
What do they have, like a couple wins out of the last 5?
Unbeaten in 5.
Okay, that'll do it. Yeah, okay, that'll do it.
11 points. But just before that run, they were 1 place out on like 6 points when all this started. So that's me not paying attention to them, but sorry about that.
There's a lot to talk about.
Oh, and the stat. We do have to give the stat before we go to break.
Okay, do it.
Southampton have now played, I think 43 matches? I sent this to you, and it got worse. So I'm actually going to go back, so I want to get the number right.
Shout out Chris Gillis.
Shout out Chris Gillis. Now I can't find it. Sheffield Wednesday have played, I believe it's 43 matches since they won the playoff final to get promoted. They have won 4.
That's brutal.
4. Brutal. And they didn't win again on the weekend after they were leading. They lost to Blackburn 2-1. They're in the scrap at the bottom of the table. 3 points ahead of Sheffield United, who threw their match against Preston away, going 2-0 up and losing 3-2 to Preston.
Shall we take a pause?
Yeah, let's take the pause.
All right.
I need some water.
It's halftime. We'll be back with more on the Corner Kick on CWTAP.
X-Golf, located just off the 25th Street exit of Route 22 in Easton, offers a premier golf simulation experience. With some of the most realistic indoor golf simulators you've ever seen, X-Golf is the premier place to work on your game before you hit the courses around the Lehigh Valley. If it's driving that needs work, putting that needs practice, or that pesky short game that haunts you, X-Golf is the perfect spot to perfect your swing. Bring your clubs, borrow one of our in-house sets, big up your friends, and come on down to X-Golf for a fun time. It's always 72 and sunny at X-Golf, and double bogeys are welcome, so you don't have to worry about a cart full of golfers behind you on hole 7. To schedule your tee time, call X-Golf at 484-250-0391. That's 484-250-0391. X-Golf. 80 Kunkel Drive in Easton, right off the 25th Street exit of Route 22. With crime on the rise across the United States of America, it's time to consider protecting your family with a home security system from Vivint. Smartphone-controlled monitoring, cameras, and lighting options are all available at your fingertips with Vivint. Call the Vivint Home Security Hotline today at 866-307-8417. Home security from Vivint, 866-307-8417. 866-307-8417. In today's dangerous world, a home security system gives your family some peace of mind. Don't delay. Call today. Vivint Home Security, 866-307-8417. Call today.
Hi, I'm Adam, and I made an appointment with Lifeline Screening to get my arteries examined for plaque buildup, so I can understand my risk for stroke and cardiovascular disease. Yeah, I'm a smart guy. The process is super easy. When you arrive at your appointment, you will first provide some medical history. Then, a Lifeline technician will call you back to your own private screening area. All you have to do is relax on the table. You don't even have to remove any of your clothes. The technician uses color flow ultrasound technology to measure the blood flow through the carotid artery. You can also get checked for peripheral arterial disease and get checked for an abdominal aortic aneurysm, test your heart rhythm for atrial fibrillation, and get an osteoporosis risk assessment. All of this can be done in a little more than 1 hour. When they're done, the technician will send the resulting images to a board-certified physician for review, and then you'll get the results within 21 days. It's easy, non-invasive, and affordable. Schedule your appointment today and get peace of mind or early detection.
Have you racked up over $15,000 in credit card debt? Do the collection calls ring nonstop? There's a solution to the situation the banks don't want you to know about. CuraDebt has over 20 years of experience and thousands of 5-star reviews. Call the CuraDebt Credit Solutions hotline today to see if you qualify. 877-835-0026. No obligation, 100% confidential. CuraDebt Credit Solutions. 877-835-0026. CuraDebt Credit Solutions now. 877-835-0026. 877-835-0026. Call today. It's Queen's Nutritional Products, 1450 Pennsylvania Avenue in Allentown. The Novak family, still the proprietors. For a wide variety of high-quality vitamins, supplements, and herbs, shop Queen's Nutritional Products. From vitamin A to zinc and everything in between, the Queen Bee and her busy bees on staff can assist you. Queen's Nutritional Products also has a full line of dry and roasted nuts, dried fruits, and more. That historic nut hut still producing the best nuts and dried fruits in the Lehigh Valley. Queen's Nutritional Products also offers a variety of natural soaps, shampoos, toothpaste, and more, because what you put on your body is as important as what you put in it. Queens Nutritional Products is open Monday through Wednesday and Saturday from 9 until 6, Thursday and Friday from 9 till 7, as well as Sunday from 11 till 4. Seniors get 10% off every day on many items in the store. Visit them online at queensnutrition.shop, or better yet, stop by Queens Nutritional Products at 1450 Pennsylvania Avenue in Allentown.
And we're back here on the Corner Kick. We are located at X Golf, 80 Kunkel Drive in Easton, Pennsylvania. Behind us this evening is beautiful Harbor Town, Hilton Head, South Carolina.
It's the 18th hole.
The weather is nicer down there than it is up here. No, it's
It
sunny
is.
up here, though.
It's
I'll
sunny.
give it that. It felt warm
Yeah.
today. I was actually sitting on the deck here at X Golf and doing some emails and LinkedIn connections.
Yeah.
And it was really nice to sit out in the sun today.
Yeah, it was good. It was this morning a little cool in the shade, but the sun was good. And then once you hit about lunchtime, temp hit where it needed to hit, high 50s, real nice.
You know, the 18th hole of Harbor Town is dangerous for me. There is water.
Yes, it is on the entire left side with the lighthouse, like the mini golf style lighthouse on the right.
Thankfully, I really sliced the hell out of the ball, and it always goes to the right.
My question is, why is the lighthouse all the way on the right? The ship would already have run aground because it's too far away from the shore.
I mean, Twin Lights is up on the hill in Atlantic Highlands. You're going to hit Sandy Hook before you get to the lighthouse.
Who built these things?
Pesky Brightons. You know, if the Germans that settled Ohio built them, they would have built right on the water.
Oh, yeah, they would have been in the water.
In the water, yeah.
You know, coming up and out of them, like Titan or whatever that was.
You know, I think the worst, and I love British people, the worst British invention, and we had so many of them where we grew up in Jersey, the roundabout.
Oh, those are easy. Come on.
I
Those
hate
are
the
easy.
roundabout. I am a fan of the Dutch and the Germans in the middle of the country. Everything is on a damn grid.
But see, I bet
The traffic circle, the Clark Circle, is the most evil place in New Jersey.
love it. I love them. It's great. They
Have
have.
you ever driven the Clark Circle off the Parkway at 5 o'clock? It is terrible.
I've driven the main one in D.C. It's a disaster, but it's great because especially when you see people who don't know what they're doing.
They have them on 222 in the middle of Berks County. Like, who
Oh, I
approved?
know.
Who approved roundabouts on a 4-lane road going to Reading?
Oh, I know.
The only 4-lane road going to Reading.
It's
Like, come
great
on.
because you see the one person braking, you just go right. It gives you a chance to get around the slow people because they don't know how to do it. I mean, it's like imagine NASCAR, right? We'll use NASCAR, and you go in the corner, and somebody's afraid of the corner, and they drop it from 220 down to 60. And you just fly past them. That's what the circle is. They slow way down.
You are
and it
such a
gives you
Jersey
chance to
driver.
get around them.
Such a Jersey driver.
Absolutely.
You give us a bad name.
I give us the right name. We own the road. Everybody else just drives on it. It's like chess. You got to look 3-4 moves ahead. And you can tell who can. You can tell. It's like soccer. You see,
Man,
3
you're lucky
passes
you never.
ahead.
You are lucky you've never driven in Pittsburgh.
I am the Lionel Messi of driving the roads out here. I can see that far ahead. I'm playing an MLS out here. That's how bad it is. It's amateur hour. It's Cracker Jack box driver's license.
Well, you're playing Sunday
sometimes.
League in Pick'em.
Did I win?
We
Did I hang on?
No, we just finished the regular season. The playoffs are about to start.
Oh, I won all the home teams again. Did I win the regular season?
Gillis leads you by 3 now.
Well, he's trying. I just took all the home teams.
It's 69-67. Or so you're down by 2. You're down by 2.
All right.
69-67 going into the playoffs.
Think about this. I
Hey,
just take the home teams and I'm
All
in
you-
with a shout.
All you need to do is be within a puncher's chance
Yeah.
when we get to Cumberland Valley because everything's worth 5.
And
6 games worth 5 points. That's when it could all go haywire.
yeah,
And nobody's at home.
Well,
There is no home team.
There is. There's the home team on the scoreboard. I'm taking the home team on the scoreboard.
All right, well, then I will have to you're going to put your picks in, and I will let you know.
Whoever's listed.
It's going to have to be right before kickoff. I'm going to have to text you and be like,
no.
Lackawanna Trail is the home team in the Class A game.
No, because it's going to be just like how they list it in the paper.
No, they're going to be listed side by side.
But it's always somebody versus somebody. The second team is always the home team on the scoreboard.
They're going to list it east-west.
Oh, well, yeah, just tell me.
I will have to let you know. I'm
Yeah,
going to be texting you from Cumberland Valley at 11:30 before the class. Say Fort Cherry, Lackawanna Trail. Fort Cherry's the road team, but they have the best player. Who are you picking? You're going to be like, Lackawanna Trail's the home team. I'm going with them.
Then if it doesn't say home and away on the scoreboard, which it might not, then the team in their
It
colors
will say home and
is
away
the
on
home
the
team.
Well, it'll be the home colors. I'll let you know.
Yeah,
who's
that's
in
who
the,
it is. Yeah.
Whoever's in the darker color is the home team.
Yeah.
Whoever's in the whites is the road
Yeah.
team.
Yep. Yeah.
So
I'm good.
All right.
I'm good.
You're
Home
still
team.
very much in this thing.
Yeah, we're in. I have to go back before we dive in to a number error because I found the text.
Go for it.
Southampton, they have not played 42, now 43 matches since winning the playoff final and only won 4. It is 48 matches after the weekend.
Brutal.
It's actually worse than what I thought.
That's terrible.
Yeah, 4 matches over the last season and change.
Not good.
They've won 4.
League One is in their future.
Hey, they're going that way. We will see what happens. But it's 2 spots now from, 2023 because Wednesday are gone. So, but that's enough of
England.
And Scotland and everywhere else we've hit up there.
We
And
didn't talk about the Welsh Premier League, Total Network Solutions, or the new Saints, as they have to be called now.
We will look at them another week. But for now, you have something from the continent.
Oh, yes, I do. This is one of the greatest pieces of news that broke. We record it on Monday, obviously. So one of the great things that broke this today at lunchtime.
It's fitting that it's about a month from Thanksgiving with where this is taking place.
Oh, it really is.
It is.
The Turkish Football Federation, Turkey, said Monday it was investigating more than 150 referees in their professional system who were allegedly betting on football matches.
Yes. You got to keep going with the numbers because the numbers are staggering.
The Federation president, Ibrahim Hatrosmanoglu, and I believe I got that right.
You should have given me first crack at it.
I beat you to it. Said at a news conference, this is from the AP Wire that we're reading, that government agencies have determined that 371 of 571 active referees at the professional level have at least one account with a betting
At
company.
least one account. That means some have multiple.
Some have multiple, yes. Some
That's
have
like
more than
being
one.
on FanDuel, DraftKings, ESPN,
And
Bet,
MGM all at
MGM.
once.
Barstool.
They said 152 of the accounts bet on football, including 7 top-flight referees.
And
15 assistants.
Who is talking about this?
Jose
Jose.
said that there were irregularities when he was there.
Yeah, a year ago.
He's like, things are not right in this
They
country.
chased him out, and look what happened.
He is vindicated.
Jose is champion.
He is champion.
He is champion.
Hatros Manoglu said that 10 referees placed bets on more than 10,000 matches.
Hold there's this.
But
stat-
there's more.
This one blows away the Southampton stat.
There is more. There is one referee over 5 years. He bet himself. This has to be. We'll get into it. One referee allegedly bet on 18,227 matches. Like, what did he do? Bet on every single match played around the world for 5 years? Like, there's not 18,000 matches in the Turkish top division in 5 years.
I also think we're past allegedly.
Right, this wasn't allegedly. He said.
Yeah.
He said.
Yeah.
This guy bet on 20,000 matches. Like, what was he do? Betting on the Bermudian Premier League?
Was he-
Like, I'm putting my money on Dandy Town Hornets this week.
Was he betting while he was refereeing?
Did he bet on the matches he officiated?
That doesn't say yet, but even when he's out there, like, is he like, oh, if he's out there, I mean, does he have somewhere, on his watch where he's like, yes, I'm betting number 4 gets booked. Number
There
4.
you go. I mean, this is mental. This is as the Brits would say, this is proper mental, James. It's proper mental. I mean, this is one of the great scandals in sports history. This makes what the NBA just went through look like child's play.
Well, the NBA's reckoning is coming because if you thought, what was that one referee? I heard his name over the weekend who bet. They're like, he was the only one. Yeah, right.
Yeah, okay. But this is wild.
Yeah.
So if you take the 20,000, now we can do Scott Steiner math. Younger folks watching will know what we are talking about.
Braun Breaker math. Because
He did it, right?
Yeah, he's
he
done
did it too. Yeah, it was the Scott Steiner's promo about Samoa Joe knows he can't beat me because I have a 66 and 2/3% chance, and you take out his, whatever, and then you multiply it to the 7th degree, and the math was correct. I mean, 18,227 games plus 10 referees who bet on more than 10,000 matches. Here's if it's 30,000 matches, but what if they each bet on more than 10,000 matches? Now it's over 100. It could be over 100,000 matches, or at the minimum, 18 plus the 10 is almost 30.
What do you think's going to happen to him?
I mean, lifetime ban, prison sentences.
You going to have their feet flogged?
I don't know what. I mean, this is
Do they have to sweep out the camel stalls?
This is one of the greatest sporting scandals in history, and it vindicates Jose Mourinho, which is the greatest part about
That
it.
is. He was right. He knew something was amiss there, and he has been proven correct. And there's nothing better than a correct Jose Mourinho.
He is smiling right now.
Brendan, breaking
Whoa!
news! Breaking news!
This just happened.
We need a sound and some. Brendan Rodgers has resigned as boss of Celtic Football Club.
This literally happened right now.
1 minute ago, on the
is
heels,
immediate.
on the heels of a 3-1 loss at Tynecastle in Edinburgh to Heart of Midlothian.
Maybe we
He's
need to start.
out.
We need to start going live.
This is unbelievable, Jeff.
What a great evening!
Wow.
I mean,
This is the first time we've ever had this in any iteration
we've
of
done
the
this
show.
for 10 years, and this has never happened. I did this in Pittsburgh with Amadeo Eichberg, and we never had this.
We're getting close.
We were live.
We're getting close to me getting out of the chair and taking this and standing on that side in front of the camera.
I mean, this is after the shellacking from Hearts that we just spoke about.
Yeah. Wow. I didn't think he'd do it. This just now everything is up in the air.
So now, when Nuno gets sacked,
Hold on, taking over first team is former Celtic manager Martin O'Neill and former Celtic player Sean Maloney. They're taking over first team matters with immediate effect. It doesn't mean that they're the full-time manager.
But they're the
It's
new
an interim
caretakers.
period. Martin O'Neill, he hasn't managed in like 8-9 years.
they're desperate.
Wow.
They're desperate.
It means they never saw this coming. So hold on, let's just check this because we know we're recording. It is 6:24 here. So figure this hit in the 6 o'clock hour
And they
here.
just changed they changed clocks.
It's a
It's 11 o'clock?
10.
10.
10.
It's 10 o'clock.
10. Yeah, 10.
Could you imagine what is going on right now on TalkSport?
This is crazy.
It has now trumped everything they're talking about all night.
Wow, that's unbelievable.
I almost feel like we need to take a break and put it on and see what's going on in Scotland. Like, can we get Sky Sports News on here?
Nah, I'll tell you right now, they're still talking about United and Chelsea and Liverpool and Arsenal.
Who cares about
Yeah.
United, Chelsea, Liverpool, and Arsenal?
Yeah.
I want to talk about Leighton Orient.
Wow.
This
Wow.
is the first time we've broken.
News.
It's too bad we're not, again. If this was live, obviously we air this midweek. Maybe we should start doing the show live.
Well, for that reaction, holy cow. Holy cow.
You're,
Yeah, you know what happened? We'll go live. This will never happen
this will
again.
never happen again. That's exactly what will happen. Wow, that is fantastic news.
Well, that was a short stay on the continent with Turkey, and we bounced over. But something from the continent, because we're going to go back, that I want to bring up.
Go for it.
In Italy this weekend, wow, some great matches. Napoli, I think are they top of the table again? Are they solidified? I got myself all turned around on the weekend. Yes, they are top of the table on goal difference because I knew Roma had won, but I never saw the final score. Top of the table on goal difference. They beat Internazionale at the Stadio Diego Armando Maradona. They beat him 3-1. Kevin De Bruyne. This is big news from the match. Kevin De Bruyne took a penalty, converted, did his leg muscle.
What else is new?
Shooting the penalty, taken off immediately. And this is, as you say, this is the typical Kevin De Bruyne. And I don't know if Napoli saw this. Every year when he was at City, he would, pretty much every year, he would get injured before the end of October, and he would come back in February. And every time City made the title charge, it was when he came back.
When he came back.
Because he was fresh. Because he was out for 3 months and didn't play. And he was coming back, and he was just lights out all over the pitch. This is going to be interesting what happens. Because Serie A is every week there's a new club at top of the table. Milan was top. They wound up drawing on Friday, I believe it was. They drew. Napoli goes up and wins. Roma win. They're tied on points. Milan a point behind. Inter 3 points behind. Bologna just behind them. And then the other news from today.
Oh, Tudor got fired by Juventus.
Yeah. Because they have been in a terrible run of form. They've only scored 9 goals in 8 matches. Another new manager for Weston McKennie. I think this is his 5th at Juventus. So they're sitting in 8th. Atalanta, Como above them. But they're all within a point or two of each other. Serie A is unbelievable this season. You got to get Paramount Plus to watch this.
I think it's Serie A has always been my favorite European league.
Oh, yeah. Even back in the day when it was super boring.
Yeah. But
1-0. That's okay.
But we've talked about this for 10 years, though. Like, when we were growing up, you had Rai, and that was what we got.
It was after church on Sunday. Get home, turn it on.
the freaking Grinch horn now, and every time there was a goal. But anytime you bring that up to somebody who grew up in North Jersey or Central Jersey, or even like there's people I've talked to who grew up in Philadelphia, or even when I was living out in Pittsburgh, where I was like, I talked to some soccer people like, yeah, we had Rai, and they were like, yeah, back in the 80s and 90s, it seemed like that's all you got. Everybody had Rai, and on Sunday morning, people from Philly are like, yeah, we used to watch Serie A every Sunday. We'd come out of church, didn't matter if you were Irish, Polish, Italian, whatever. We'd come home, we watched that, and then you had Telemundo, Mexican game in the afternoon. Yeah. It's like how did I become a fan of America? Because when I was like 6 years old, sitting on my grandfather's couch in Elizabeth, we had Serie A in the morning, Juventus, AC, whoever, and then you always had, and back then they were always the mid-afternoon. America was always, if they were home for whatever reason, when we were younger, I always remember them being that like 3 o'clock Eastern kickoff. So Serie A would end, and it would be Azteca.
Yeah.
And like I fell in love with America as a kid just watching on TV. But Serie A to me has always been this great league. The talent top to bottom is really good. And there's always there's storylines, whether it's for the European places or at the bottom. I mean, Fiorentina is in the relegation zone.
Yeah, Genoa again. You go in. Tough season for that city with Sampdoria.
They're
almost in C,
shot,
down in B, Serie B, struggling. Genoa bottom, propping everybody up. Parma never recovered from when Parmalat went out.
When they went out, it was over for them. Yeah,
they've never recovered. They used to be one of the the Six Sisters of Italian football.
Yeah,
never recovered. But yeah, there's some, and Serie B. You've got names that we recognize down there.
I mean, Palermo can't get out.
And now they're owned by the City Football Group.
Yeah.
Cesena was up a few years ago. Monza are just relegated. Modena was up a few years ago. Venezia relegated last season. Reggiana has been a long time. Padova, years since like the Alexi Lalas
Empoli's
days.
down there. Bari's down there. Still Pescara's down there.
Yeah.
They have one of the great logos.
Who?
Pescara. They have a dolphin on it. Yeah, they have a dolphin on it.
Spezia, that's Charlie Stilatano.
Charlie Stilatano,
They're not
yeah.
doing good. He'll be back soon. Avellino's there. Gotta love that. But
You had them on a couple of weeks ago
yeah.
as your team of the week.
Yep. So it's interesting. Some of this, and it's really good. It's just a shame Serie B is on Fox Soccer Plus, because that is one channel I do not get.
And I struggle to find Serie B.
That's why.
On
That's
the
where it
computer
is.
as
Yeah.
well. Yeah. It's very hard to find Serie B.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to touch on continent-wise?
You had the Classico.
Yeah. Lamine Yamal got.
Man, did he mess up? He
Yeah.
came out calling.
He was talking trash.
He was calling Madrid the cheats, and they rob and they steal and this and that, and then they go out. Yamal's at Barcelona, and they lose 2-1. Oh man, there was VAR everywhere.
Yeah.
It was like Madrid were playing Barcelona, and VAR was the third opponent. Kind of like the Giants-Eagles game. At one point, the Giants had 7, the Eagles had 7, the referees had 10 with how they were botching calls. Real Madrid won. I think they lead by 4 points. Atletico Madrid won today, but they are just off the pace with, again, they're drawing their way to the third place again. But, decent match, and then Yamal, they go after him after.
They
everybody
went
was
at him,
kicking
yeah.
him from Madrid, and then after the match they went after him again.
Yeah.
You say some things that you shouldn't have, and I'm wondering again. I was listening to Sirius XMFC a little bit this morning. Wonder if Tom Remney's right. Is Yamal going to be Neymar in a couple of years? He's going to be in Paris. He's going to play there for a bit, get injured bad enough, and then he's going to go back to Brazil.
Yeah. You could see it. And it sounds like, I think they said his father's kind of a
Going to be part of the problem. Yep.
too. Yeah, it seems like the script is rewriting itself there. Sideshow Bob's in second place in Cyprus, but he's also playing in Champions League. David Luiz.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, Paphos is still playing there. You know what's coming to an end, and we need to follow the run-in because it's almost over.
Yeah, the
Irish League.
yeah.
Why there is a pop-up on my screen.
Refresh.
Well-
Yeah, no, the league is just about done. They're Shamrock Rovers.
They have the lead, right?
They do. Derry City beat them on the weekend. The problem is the goal difference.
I don't think they can't make it up.
Derry City only have one match left. They're 9 goals behind. Shamrock Rovers have a match in hand they have to play. Even if they lose both, I don't see a swing that big.
It was a side that
That means Derry City is going to finish runners-up again.
Yes. And Cork City is in last in relegation.
Cork.
And there was a time where they were pretty good.
Oh, they won the title, I think,
Yeah,
like
they won the
6-7
title
years ago.
Yeah. And then they fell apart.
Yep.
They were in the second division. They
Yeah.
came back up. They're going back down again.
Yeah, they came up as champions, going back down.
There is a pattern that has now developed in the Republic, though. For the top 5, where are they located?
Dublin.
The big boys are starting to
Yep.
come to play.
Well, that's where most of the clubs are.
Yeah.
Derry City's the only one that isn't. Shamrock Rovers, Shelbourne, St. Patrick's, Bohemians. Is where they
Dundalk is
are.
nowhere to be found anymore.
No, they got relegated.
Yep.
But they're in contention for the playoff, or did they get automatically promoted? I've got them here because I do follow it.
The League of Ireland.
Yes. League of... Well, I can't find them. Of course, whenever I need to find them quick, they're not there.
Let's see. Where are we going here? The League of Ireland. We need to go to the First Division, 2025. Dundalk,
They've won it.
They've won it. They are
won the
promoted.
title. I was thinking of Bray. Bray used to be in the top division. They're in third. So they have finished up. So the playoff is, I'm going to say Cobb Ramblers, Bray Wanderers, UCD, and Treaty United. And Treaty United is Limerick. Limerick went out of business.
They went out of business, that's
and
right.
Treaty is named after the river.
Yeah.
That's there. So those 4 will face off. The winner of that playoff battle will face ninth place
from the
League of
yeah.
Ireland, which is from the first division, which right now is Waterford, going into the final day.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to see.
You like how I pulled
that
that out
finishes
randomly
up.
on you?
I do. That's why it's just called Premier Division. It's not League of Ireland. And Waterford and Sligo Rovers.
Oh, that's right.
are
It's
Galway, tied on points. Galway match in hand, but Shamrock Rovers.
Okay.
Final weekend. So Shamrock Rovers should win the title on Wednesday at home. Let's see. Waterford are home to Galway. Ooh, that's huge. And
That's a big
Sligo
battle.
are away to Shamrock Rovers.
Oh, there's lots of drama on the weekend.
I know.
Ooh, this is going to be fun.
Yes, it will.
Oh, I can't wait to watch that.
So that'll be good.
Some good things going on
Yeah.
right now.
Yep.
We've got friendlies coming up in a couple of weeks. We'll talk about that when we get there. Not a whole lot.
Boom.
That's right. It's a very boring week, but I'll be in Newark.
Yes. Well, we'll have the World Cup qualifying.
That'll
Will be
at
hitting
least-
its crescendo in a lot of spots.
That'll entertain
Really
us.
in Europe, and that's what we want to see.
Should we move on to Club of the Week, and then we have some topics for the free-for-all, both of us?
Sure.
Am I going first?
Always.
Always. See, JJ knows my Club of the Week, so we don't double up. I mean, the odds of us doubling up are slim to none.
Yeah.
But the one week I don't send it,
It'll happen.
I'm going to be like, I picked, X, Y, Z, and you're going to be like, I too picked Rosenborg.
And the thing is, you definitely go way further than I do on the detail.
Well, I do research. I want to know what the leading goal scorer did after soccer.
See, I'm like more on here's the club. You definitely go a little further. So that's why it's good that yours is first.
History major here.
Yes. Plus mine is since it is secret, it should be secret till the end. So do I have to try and announce or pronounce this?
Okay. So there is an accent mark above the S.
Like that means something to me.
There's a little line above the S.
Tatran Preshov.
That was damn close. That was really good. So you were pretty good. That was damn near close.
Okay. When you said the accent mark, I know
would
it's
say
not a regular
anglicized. I would say you got it.
Okay.
So
Oh, I didn't roll the R. Tatran.
there you go.
Tatran Preshov.
So you got it.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah, when you said Anglican, I'm like, oh,
my
that's right, I gotta roll the Rs.
My Club of the Week is Tatran Preshov. So they were green and white. They are known as the Horsemen, the Konare. They are owned by the city of Prešov. It's a beautiful city of 100,000 people in eastern Slovakia.
Slovakia, I like it.
So the club name, Tatran, comes from its location at the foothills of the Tatra Mountains, which are some of the most beautiful mountains in Europe.
Okay.
I have been to them.
You have.
Can vouch. They are gorgeous.
Okay.
Now, they are on both sides of the Polish and Slovak border.
Okay.
So on the Polish side, there is a ski resort area called Zakopane. Mm-hmm. So in the winter, a lot of the Polish people go ski there, and they attract people from England and whatnot. And then on the Slovak side of the border, there is Vysoké Tatry. It's a town. It's called the High Tatras, which is the literal translation, Vysoké Tatry, and that is their ski resort.
Okay.
So they are separated by like the peaks of the mountains, but they have they're like
fantastic.
old ski resort villages on one side of the mountain from each other. The distance from about Bethlehem to Blue Mountain is what you're talking, like Prešov to the range.
Okay.
So they're in like the Lehigh Valley of Slovakia.
Right.
And they play at a 6,000-seat stadium. It's the Stadion Tatran. It's a brand new facility. It opened in June 2025. And here's the history. So they were founded May 25th, 1898. That was the date of the first football match ever played in Slovak territory history.
Wow.
At the time, it was part of Hungary, the Austro-Hungarian
Austro-Hungarian Empire.
The city was known as Eperjes at the time, and they were founded as the Gymnastic Association of Eperjes. They are regarded as the first football club in Slovak history.
Wow.
In 1920, they joined the Czechoslovak league system. In 65 and 73, they finished in second place. And in 1973, they were just 1 point behind champion Spartak Trnava. They also made the Czechoslovak Cup final twice in 1966, They lost the final to historic Dukla Prague, who at the time were one of the most powerful clubs in Europe. And they lost the 1992 final, which I believe was the final year of the Czech and Slovak
Ooh,
Union.
That was around that.
Sparta Prague beat them. They have won the Slovak Cup since one time. They spent the first decade of the Slovak League in the top flight, relegated in 2002, came back in 2008-09, and then they bounced up and around between the 2010s, the first two tiers. They were relegated to the third tier, 2019-2020. They were there for a couple of seasons. They are now back in the top flight. They've played in Europe 4 times. Their most successful run was 1980, 1981 in a tournament that I never knew about and had to look up. It was called the Mitropa Cup. They made the group stage of that. Their largest rivalry, fiercest rivalry, is from the largest city of the eastern portion of the country, FC Košice, and they have played under several iterations. There was Lokomotiv Košice, now they're FC Košice. They have a new stadium as well. They have some rivalries with local teams Zemplín Michalovce and Spartak Trnava as well, who's on the other side of the country, but they're a very well-supported club in a city about the size of Bethlehem.
Okay.
Their club legend, he's a hometown hero, the late Ladislav Pavlović. Pavlović played 309 times for the club between 1948 and 1966, scored 150 goals, handful of caps for the Czechoslovak national team as well. He played in the 1960 Euros and scored against France.
Hey!
Upon his retirement, he became a youth manager for the club. 102 of his academy prospects played in the top flight of the Czechoslovak leagues. He was also on the staff of the senior team and had stints at nearby clubs Partizan Bardejov and Spišská Nova Ves. Other notable players, because I really went for it. Former Slovak national team star Stanislav Varga played for them and started his career there. Played for Slovakia 50 times. A current Slovak national teamer, Lubomir Tupta, grew up in town, started there and then moved to Italy.
Okay.
Martin Jakubko started his national team career there as a national team player, and the most famous player of recent times to suit up for the club. He started his career there. A former Slovak national teamer, Stanislav Šestak, started there 66 times for Slovakia. He also played for Slovan Bratislava, Žilina, Bochum in the Bundesliga,
okay.
and a couple others. There you have Tatran Prešov,
All right.
my club of the week.
Now I have to move my computer a little bit as I pull it up here so you cannot see it.
And I await the drum roll with bated breath.
So, we are taking a flight from the continent, Eastern Europe, and we're going to make our way up to Scotland.
Okay, we're going to Scotland.
This past weekend, the first round of the Scottish FA Cup.
Okay.
Or Scottish Cup. And I saw the club, and I was like, oh, I got to look at this one.
Okay.
And, oh, yeah.
Haggis United.
We're going to the city of Aberdeen.
Ooh.
But it is not
It's
Aberdeen.
not Aberdeen. Of course not, because it wouldn't be a big secret if it was Aberdeen.
I shall introduce you to Banks OD Football Club.
I love it. You know, I was actually gonna say, did you pick like John O'Groats, the northernmost point in the United Kingdom? Like, this is great. Let's go.
Banks OD Football Club, nicknamed the Rechabites or the D. Their ground, well, first, they were founded in 1902.
Oh, this is an old club too.
In Aberdeen.
This is great.
On the banks of the D River.
What a great club name.
Their ground, Spain Park.
Were they founded by the guy who had the jerseys from 2 weeks ago?
The capacity. Take a guess at the capacity.
57, standing room only.
876. And depending on where you look, 100 to 122 seats. The rest is standing. Their colors.
This is why we need to live in Europe.
Their colors are a light and dark blue horizontal stripe.
Horizontal. They're not
Horizontal.
vertical.
Nope.
Okay.
So their colors look to be like blue and white. So they've got a dark blue and a lighter blue going across this season. They got white shorts, light blue socks. They play in the Highland Football League, and they currently sit 5th, 6 points off the top. Last season, they finished 3rd.
This is fantastic. Who
They
else plays it? I want to know who else is in the Highland League.
Brecon City just relegated.
Really? They're in the Highland League?
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that's after League Two.
Yeah.
So this is like the National League.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Well, it's one, but it's National League North and South.
Yeah.
So there's not like one and then it's split. So the Highland League and the Lowland League.
Yeah.
So then what happens in Scotland is the champions of the Highland League and the Lowland League play each other.
And somebody
then
goes up,
They
yeah.
play
Yeah.
the last place team in the football league
For the spot.
for the spot. That's how Bonnie Rig Rose Athletic have come up. Edinburgh City have gone up and down. So you have a few that have done it.
Sleeping Giant, Edinburgh City.
East Kilbride.
East
this
Kilbride
year.
was one, yeah.
Yeah. And then when you go down, what happens is they have to shuffle a little bit because only one club comes down. They don't necessarily, if they would play in the Lowland League, they got to shuffle.
Is it
Because
all?
somebody's got to go, just like the North and South in the National League.
It's also kind of scary that I knew that Brecon City was in Scottish League Two.
Well, I did too.
You did too.
I recognized them from the map when I looked
Yeah.
at it. That was the one that,
They got
stood
dropped,
out.
yeah. Okay.
They are winners. They had a lot of honors, but they are winners of the Highland League Cup in 22-23, the Aberdeenshire Shield in 23-24, and the Aberdeenshire Cup in 24-25, their most recent trophy.
This is great. You made my night. You made my night with this.
Wait, there's a couple more really good things coming. They became a full member of the Scottish Football Association in 2014. And they made their Scottish Cup debut in 2008, where they beat Fort William 10-0. They went out in the next round by losing 5-0.
It happens.
Yeah. In 2019, so they were in the SJFA North Super League. They're basically
It was like a local league.
they're basically
like a Sunday league
They're like
team.
a junior club.
Yeah.
So in 2019, they were invited to join the Highland League after Cove Rangers were promoted to League Two. They declined, and they remained in the SJFA North Super League. Fast forward to 2022, on sporting merit, they won promotion to the Highland Football League. And in interesting circumstances, remember that club they beat on their Scottish Cup debut in 2008, Fort William?
Did they beat them again?
The two-legged tie was called off because Fort William withdrew due to player eligibility rules.
What kind of player eligibility rule could you violate?
I don't know, but this Fort William
That late
club
in the
is a little.
season.
I don't know, but Fort William had some player eligibility problems.
Are they? They're like the Bishop Sycamore of the football situation in Scotland. Like, for those of you who are at home, do you remember the Bishop Sycamore disaster a couple of years ago where they played IMG and they weren't a real school and ESPN didn't realize it?
Yeah.
Like, is Fort William the Bishop Sycamore? Or like, we're gonna go in there, we can play anyone with our four players.
I believe they are now in the SJFA North Super League.
Okay.
I have to go back and look for Fort William. But there's
I'm gonna look them up right now.
There's one oh no, not on this last one. You got to be ready for this one. All right, I'll hold on.
Okay.
Fort William.
Fort William is in the North Caledonian Football League. Look at the ground. It's next to
Okay.
like a volcano.
It's the Highlands. Those are the mountains.
Claggan Park. Look at Claggan Park.
That's beautiful.
It is.
I can hear the beginning of Braveheart. Do 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 do. You can hear it. You can see the camera going
when
through
we
the mountains.
when we become
How did they not get this football ground in the movie?
when we become Billy. Oh, look, it's beautiful.
Oh wow,
That's gorgeous. That area
Yeah.
is beautiful. It's on like a fjord.
Yeah, It's on a fjord.
What do they call it in Scotland? The
don't
bay.
I-
Oh, here it is. Loch
They're at the lock.
Linha,
Oh.
I think is how they might say it. I don't know Gaelic.
Yep. Well, I've got one more thing for you here.
Oh, gosh.
You're gonna love it.
Go for it.
In 2017, the BBC reported that a football belonging to the U19 side of Banks OD Football Club washed ashore on a small island north of Tromsø, Norway.
That's above the Arctic Circle.
This football journeyed over 1,000 miles from the banks of the Dee to Norway.
And survived the rugged North Sea. It's like the soccer day, and he's picked the ball up and threw it across. This is unbelievable.
Ladies and gentlemen, Banks OD Football Club.
We're done. We're never doing another one of these. That stat is the most incredible thing that's ever been presented on the corner kick. The ball made it across the North Sea
Yep.
and didn't deflate and sink.
Nope. It made it.
What'd they do? Put it in a bottle?
There we go. The Club of the Week. We need a sponsor for that too. Presented by.
We're going to do that. Mm-hmm. We're going to be like Away Days. We're going to get somebody to sponsor us.
Yeah. All right.
We'll just go around I guess we'll have to go around the American grounds. You know, we can do our own version of that. I just figured it out. We'll talk about it after the show. I figured out how you and I can do this.
We're going to Cedar Crest College, Goodman Stadium when they have a team every 7 years.
We'll figure it out. I have an idea. We'll
All
see.
right. All right.
Free for all time.
Okay. How much time do we have for the free for all? I got to figure we got to be close here.
Like 5-6 minutes.
Perfect.
Remember the name Vincent Abubakar?
Ooh, not really.
Played across the European continent at some reasonably high levels.
Okay.
He just signed with Neftchi Baku in Azerbaijan.
Ooh.
He's played for Cameroon 124 times. He's the second leading scorer for Cameroon behind Samuel Eto'o.
Wow. That's
Signed
a
a
good rate.
1+1 deal with them.
Okay.
Still around, age 33.
Good for him. Maybe he could.
Would have figured he would have been an MLS signing. Might be too young for MLS.
Yeah,
He'll be in
like 2 more
Miami at
years.
37
Yeah.
when Messi signs again at 44.
He's going to be like Roger Milla. He's going to be saying he's 38. He's going to be 47.
Yeah. Messi signs with Mickey Mouse for 3 more years. We knew that was good. Where else is he going to get $50 million?
Yeah. They had to lock him up for 3 years because of the whole stadium thing going on down there.
Well, you can't open the stadium without him.
Right. So
Even if he can't really play anymore at that point. They
he'd
need
be like
him.
Valderrama. He can play in the shade, and as it moves across the pitch, he can move.
He can
with
move
it.
with it. Yeah. I watched Wisła Kraków yesterday. They look good.
Oh, yeah.
They're ready to return to the top flight.
They're gonna win that league by, I'm gonna say, 15 points easy, probably 16.
They're 8 clear
More
of
than that.
Wrocław, who's in second. They're 10 clear of the team in third. They're already
Yeah.
4 matches ahead. You're a
And-
month clear already.
and it's the third because top 2 go. So
Yeah.
they're 10 points.
They're a month clear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They
May just became April for them.
yeah. And they got to get back up there.
Yeah.
This is needed for the league, so
Well,
I'm excited. I mean,
Peter-
it's needed for
Peter-
Alex too, but
Peter Moore was the pin on the grenade. Mm-hmm. Like when Błaszczykowski came back to save the club, that was the start.
Mm-hmm.
They brought in the next set of guys like Jarek Królewski. That helped stabilize the business end. Peter Moore's the soccer guy.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
He was chairman of Liverpool for a while.
Yeah.
Like he was the guy who was able to convince Rodado to stay.
Are they going to do it? Are they going to not just get promoted? Are they going to go and win the title next year of the?
The top flight.
Yeah.
I mean, that would take a lot. I mean, it's a good squad. They need more.
Well, they'll be able to get more.
We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
You know, I watched some Honduran football last night on Deportes.
Better than
It was a big one, too. It was Real España and Olimpia from Tegucigalpa.
Oh.
It was a big one. It was a
Yeah.
good game. I enjoyed watching it. Decent crowd. They're renovating the stadium there.
Sorry, I have a fruit fly.
I see it. It's like flying around me, too.
I thought he was going to land on the microphone, but he didn't. Get out of here, guy.
And I enjoyed watching Galazzo this morning
Yeah.
because they went to Hannah
Oh,
for the news.
Mr. Cash.
Matthew Dollars.
Yes. Matty Cash off of the absolutely stunning strike to defeat Manchester City for the mighty Aston Villa.
It was great. And Hannah was like, had to like keep this quiet. And she was
Well,
like, I was just praying yesterday that don't lose 5-0. Play a decent game. She's like, he has a great game. My brother scores the winning goal, and then they announced the contract.
Yeah?
Couldn't ask for better.
Yeah, we knew it was coming. It came out last week that it was being finalized, so we knew it was there. A couple other players at the Villa are buttoning up. John McGinn, Morgan Rogers is probably going to extend, so they're buttoning up some things up. But with Matty Cash too, it was his second straight player of the match. He was man of the match 2 weeks in
Poland's
a row.
best player right now.
He is the Polish Cafu.
He is.
So, but he
Shout out Michael Lahoud on Galazzo this morning.
Oh yeah.
Michael Lahoud was on
Mm-hmm.
Galazzo. He goes, I think it was Pagan was like, oh, yeah, Matty Cash, Hannah's brother.
Mm-hmm.
And Lahoud's like, you call him Mateusz at home, don't you? And she was like, we do. I'm like, yes, the Polish Cafu.
Yeah, no, he's been having a great season
He had a
at the
great
Villa.
season.
Great season at the Villa. Really pushing on, and that strike off the corner, one touch, and he just smashed it. And it was really, really good. It was a goal worthy to win the match. They probably could have had a second here or there, but hey, good win for the Villa. First club in the top flight of England since Preston in 1936-37. They lost their first 5 matches and then won their next 4 in the league. Or no, they winless in their first 5. And then they win their next 4 in the league. Preston was the only other top flight club to ever do it. So they'll have some good company there.
The scrimmage league playoffs have begun. There are games every single night. You can find them.
Doesn't matter.
They are at oddball times, and there will be no one in the grounds.
Aren't they on behind the paywall
5:30,
at Apple?
6:15. They're all behind the paywall.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think tonight is on FS1.
Okay. Last night, I think
Columbus
was
and
on.
Cincinnati, I believe, is on FS1.
Yeah.
If you're watching on Monday. If you're watching on Wednesday, New York City just finished up on TV, and they started at 5 o'clock.
Okay.
Very odd playoff times.
Hey,
For a league that is, it's a world-class league, don't you know?
according to Donnie Sockers and his merry band of billionaires.
What world-class league has its postseason? Oh, world-class leagues don't have postseason.
Yeah.
What elite league puts its playoff on it with a 6 o'clock kickoff in New York City?
Yeah, on a
How can
midweek.
where's your head to who can get to that kickoff at 6 o'clock in New York City?
Well, the thing is, who'd want to?
Who would want
It's
to?
not like it's, to be fair, baseball does it in the early rounds, but it's not like, if the Yankees are playing at that time, Yankee fans are going.
They're going.
It's the Yankees.
But
You
here's
know-
the other thing. There was a time where people would have gone for it.
I don't think so.
Yeah, 10 plus years ago.
No, I don't think so.
They were.
Not
I was
that hour.
at some of them.
Not at that hour on a Wednesday night.
No, that's right. They used those kickoffs. The Wednesday kickoffs used to be 8 o'clock.
Yeah, at night.
Yeah,
8
it
o'clock,
used to be
yeah,
Wednesday
but
8.
not
Because I
that
remember
early.
going to a weekday game against Houston, I want to say. It was 11 or 12. Mm-hmm. It was 11. It was an 8 o'clock kickoff. Red Bull Arena was sold out. People showed up.
Wow, just because we're recording.
It's 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock, and Cincinnati Columbus just kicked off.
So they went on the air at 6 tonight.
Yeah.
So they did an hour.
So it's probably,
pregame.
it could be the
That's
airtime,
more
but-
reasonable, but 7
Yeah.
o'clock on a Monday night? What are you doing? You're going up against Monday Night Football?
Well, the problem is they'll always be going up against football until they change
They
their
changed
league.
they have to
season
change the
around.
league, yeah.
6:45, Charlotte and New York City tomorrow.
That's kickoff, so it's 6:15 airtime.
Yeah.
But at least, is that game in I think it's in
in
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
They'll
Yeah.
have a crowd.
Yeah.
The South is people in the lifestyle in the South is different.
Yeah.
They'll go and do happy hour and go to the
Yeah.
game. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
it's the problem MLS, and they've always had it, is because they play backwards their season.
When they changed the
The-
playoff format this year, I hate it.
Everything
Best
they-
of 3. There's penalty kicks. We have to have a winner of every game.
But the
What is this?
the first games are it's a one-off, and you can't keep
What is
track.
this mockery
Then
that
there's-
they've turned it into?
Then there's the international break. What is it when they come back? Is it aggregate or is it still best of 3? I don't know.
I don't know.
They try to say, oh, well, the home team. It doesn't matter. None of it matters. That's the thing. There's indifference.
Right.
That's where it's gone to. And
I think for me at this point, my hope lies in the USL.
yeah, and, MLS Cup is always during college football.
College football, yeah.
So
It's usually the last week of the season. Like it's roughly
it's
the
either
last
there,
that or championship week.
or it's either, or if it, depending on what date it is. I mean, it could be the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah.
I don't know when it ends this year. MLS does, but they'll forever be against football when it's supposed to matter most for them, which is why nobody watches it. And there's talk that they're going to switch the calendar a year or two after, possibly after the World Cup. We will see, because, and it's been said for years by us, you're better off playing the most important matches
In
of
May.
the year and your final in May.
Yeah.
When it's baseball, and with the way season, basketball players are just starting and hockey players are just starting because
Yeah.
they go to the end of June now.
Yeah.
And then USL, what you got?
You have 2 applicant clubs for Division 1.
Oh,
I told you.
yes.
I told you that was coming, that the Riverhounds were going to do it.
Pittsburgh, excellent. That's awesome. And there's
Detroit, Sacramento are already looking at it. Birmingham, Miami, and Oakland Roots are population and capacity requirements, but there's some issues there. Miami and Oakland have big problems.
Well, Oakland's
They're in the baseball
stadium.
stadium. Miami's at FIU and can't draw.
Yeah.
But Silva's not done a good job marketing them and had years
Right.
of a head start and chose not to.
Right, but hey, if he wants to put the money in, go for it.
You know,
That's fine.
I
Because
love-
guess what? If you're not good, what happens? You're going to get
You're
relegated.
going to get relegated, yeah. But you know what? I like following this. I'm really tracking the expansion right now.
Yeah.
Of USL. They're getting very aggressive.
Reno. I saw over the weekend.
Reno's back in. Milwaukee, Iowa, Arkansas is getting a team. Santa Barbara, Dallas, and they're going to the Cotton Bowl, at least to start. They're going into the city. Jacksonville, which Tebow's a part of. Brooklyn's, and I think Brooklyn's going to do very well this time. They're taking it seriously.
Yeah.
It's not a dead retread. Boise, Corpus Christi, Fort Lauderdale, Fort Wayne, the retreads in Patterson.
Yeah. No.
Did you see the ticket prices?
No.
They're insane.
And this is for the
New
York Cosmos playing in Patterson, New Jersey, because they just can't let the dead rest.
Yeah, Sarasota, Eugene, Oregon, building a new stadium. Port St. Lucie was the most recent announcement. So there's a lot going on there. But again, yeah,
They got to make sure that these clubs that are coming in, because I'm looking I like Athletic Club Boise. I like that. They're small grounds. That's fine. You got
But
to
that's
be
their
able to,
League One.
You got to be
Yeah.
able in the future. They got to leave them so they can make them bigger
Yeah.
to get to the 15 if they get those double promotions.
And I hate to say this, Patterson isn't going to matter. They'll be gone within 3 or 4 seasons.
It's a typical whatchamacallit. It's typical Cosmos pie in the sky stuff. Oh, it's your Cosmos. People are going to come out because of the name. No, they're not.
No.
They're not going.
When,
The club died in 1984, 1985. Pepe Pinton took the name, and they did this indoor tour and did all this stuff. Then he wouldn't sell the name to MLS, and that was the death of him.
yeah.
He had the shot, he didn't do it, and then eventually they wrested the name away, and then you have all this stuff. Oh, USL here, and it's USL there, and they're this club, now they're here, and now they're back in here. Oh, let's just put the name on it. The club is,
It's gone.
it's dead.
It's dead.
Let
Yeah.
it go.
Well, and here's
Pull an Elsa, let it go.
Well, and here's the thing for me. What connection does that name, the New York Cosmos, have to the current population
That's
of
it.
Patterson, New Jersey, and Passaic County? Because that's your fan base. Your fan base is Northwestern Bergen and Passaic County. Specifically, you're playing at Hinchliffe Stadium, which Patterson just put a boatload of money into to fix. And what are you doing to connect to the Hispanic and Arabic communities in Patterson with the New York Cosmos name? Nothing. Zero. That is of no meaning to the Peruvian population that lives in Patterson. That is of no meaning to the Arabic population that lives in Patterson.
Well, here's
it's
the thing.
It's a name they heard of when
It's-
Pele played there. That's it.
It's of no meaning
To anybody
to anyone except for older folks.
who were diehards.
And
But they don't care either.
But how old are they now?
70.
Yeah. So what?
The youngest Pele fans, Pele Cosmos group, is coach.
Yeah.
68.
Yeah. So it's done, and the fact that they keep bringing it back is just
I don't
let
like it. Just let it
stop,
lie.
Stop.
What do you think of Sarasota Paradise? It's an American sports name.
Dumb. Although I know where that ground is, the
Mm-hmm.
Premier Sports Campus. I've been there. Huge space. Fields everywhere. I went down to a couple U.S. soccer
Yeah.
when they had the development academy. They'd have one of the showcases down there every year.
I like Port St. Lucie, SC.
Yep.
I'm a fan of the SC.
I would say I don't care if it's FC or SC, but be a club.
Yeah.
Don't be a franchise.
What are the names of these? Brooklyn FC, Sporting Jacksonville, Atletico
I'm
Dallas,
good. I'm
Santa
good.
Barbara Sky FC, Ozark United FC, Reno, we
good.
don't know the name yet. Milwaukee,
Yeah.
we don't know the name. And Iowa, we don't know the name.
I'm fine with them.
Yeah.
With those, even Santa Barbara Sky. I'll tell you, 15,000 stadium. Are they going straight to the top? Are they trying to buy in at the top?
They might. They're playing at UCSB
Okay.
at the old football
So
stadium.
they're going to have to build. Jacksonville's 3,000 short. They should really think about that. They really should.
They're going to North Florida's football stadium to start. They may have to build their own at some point.
Or they got to get some temp seating in there
Yeah.
if they want to go to the top. But see, the thing is, if they go into the championship, let's say they start there, and so they'd be
no,
second
you
division.
can build it out eventually.
If you go up, you just got to get temps in for the season.
Yeah.
And see how that goes. Okay.
MCU could be tough for Brooklyn because it's a baseball stadium.
Yeah. See, I wonder how that's going to work. So if you go to win promotion, what happens? Do you get denied? Can you get a waiver? Is U.S. Soccer going to give them a waiver for a season or two?
or do you have to bring in temp seats in the outfield every week?
That's what I mean. So
It's turf, so they could do it.
Yeah,
but
so I mean, but that's for any of those clubs.
Yeah.
What is going to be the only one that can go right up is Atletico Dallas because they're playing in the Cotton Bowl.
Yeah.
And you know what? I know it's way too big, but I'm interested in seeing what they draw in Dallas because FC Dallas isn't in Dallas.
No, that is Frisco United.
And that is not an easy drive from Dallas.
No, and you can't. And if you're in Fort Worth, you can't get there.
Yeah,
It's too far.
So that's going to be interesting.
They're supposed to be getting a USL team back, Fort Worth.
that would
There's stadium
surprise
renderings
me.
out there and all that already. I think the guys who owned Austin are going there.
Okay.
At least that's what
Yeah.
what they had reported previously. But there you go.
Good stuff.
a good show.
Good stuff.
I enjoyed it.
I did too. And we had breaking news.
We had breaking news.
Breaking
for the first
news.
time. I mean, that was exciting. I enjoyed breaking news for the first time. All right. So final thought, and we're out of here.
Final thought. We are coming to the end of October. It's Halloween this week. It's a big Halloween week. Trick or treats can be going on. Drive slow through your neighborhoods because trick or treat is going to be during the week. It's going to be at night. So drive slow through your neighborhoods going home from work. Make sure you have your candy, or what I do where I am, we get bags of chips and pretzels, the little mini bags.
Yeah.
Parents love it because it's something different than candy.
Yep.
Enjoy the little ones coming around with their bags and the dogs out walk, and have a great time with the trick or treating, because come Saturday, my little one is going to be like a lot of things going on. For some people, the Christmas season starts.
Yeah.
I told my little one, she is Captain Christmas. I said, November 1st, you can put music on, the Christmas music on in the car. And she's ready. She's counting down. And my older daughter surprised me going, I'll try getting in the Christmas spirit on Saturday too. Usually she's later on. So it's going to be fun.
I am
But enjoy it all. Enjoy what's coming.
I'm very much a after Thanksgiving Christmas person.
My parents are. I used to be until
Yeah.
till the little ones started.
And maybe it's like, I think some of it might depend on your background too.
Mm-hmm.
Like Polish people, Christmas doesn't end on the 25th. It's like the start of the whole thing.
Yeah.
And we go till February.
Yeah.
So like for me, we never really ramped up. Like the lights would go up on the tree and all that,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but like
yeah.
the real Christmas season would start December 25th and go to February 2nd.
Yep. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I love Christmas.
Yeah.
And like, and I guess for me, I've never understood where people are like, it's December 28th, the tree's down. I'm like, we've only begun.
I know.
I mean, I get it if you bought a real one. If you have a real tree, you gotta like, it's done.
I'd never had a real
I've
tree.
never had a real tree.
No,
yeah.
my big thing is I keep an eye on the weather for the outside decorations.
Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Because
yeah.
it's like if there's going to be really bad weather, I'll take them down a couple days
Yeah,
earlier
we've
than
done
I
that
would
over-
have.
Yeah. We've done that.
Yeah. And then the last thing I just want to throw out there, November 22nd, Holidays of Hope for the Cancer Support Community Greater Lee High Valley. It's our last event of the year. $50 a ticket. It's a passport tasting of local wineries and distilleries. The food menu is worth the price of admission because we're going big on the heavy hors d'oeuvres are going to be phenomenal. So if you're interested in that, cancersupportglv.org, go to the event section, wind your way to get some tickets. That is what I'm using to kick off my actual holiday portion because it's the Saturday before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So you get a nice run into Thanksgiving, which is late this year on the 28th.
It is, yeah.
And then it's 3 weeks. It feels
It's 3 weeks to Christmas.
3 weeks to Christmas.
Yeah.
So a lot of stuff there, but lots of final word. But definitely enjoy the trick or treat.
All right. That's it for Corner Kick. God bless. Have a great week. JJ.
Ciao for now.